Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're all here. The gang is here. Shep, Oliver, Miss Piggy, and Bob, and Bijou. So let's talk about our Junie B book. Last time we read, we ended on a picture of the three girls at Lucille's sleepover. And what are they doing in this picture? Let me give you a minute to look at it, and then Bijou and I will talk about it. You see Junie has on a feather boa. You see Lucille smiling and Grace is smiling, and they all have on fancy ball gowns. Hey, B, who gave them these fancy ball gowns?
The Nana.
Lucille's Nana. And so they decided they would pretend like, Lucille said, I am going to be Cinderella. Hey, Miss Piggy, you must have known that because you've got a Cinderella book in your lap. Aren't you something? So Lucille said, I'm Cinderella. And so who did Grace say that she would be?
The fairy godmother.
The fairy godmother. And Junie said, I'm not being one of the stepsisters. I'll be a famous singer that sings at the ball. And at first they thought, what? But then they were okay with it. So that's what you see Junie doing in the picture, pretending like she's a famous singer singing into that mirror she's holding in her hand. So let's get started on what we are reading today, which is chapter number 6. And it says, Bouncing. Okay. After we finished playing Cinderella, the Nana said it was time for dinner. Me and Lucille and Grace skipped into the big dining room. We sat at a long, shiny table. Pretty soon, Lucille's Nana came in from the kitchen and gave us our dinner. And guess what? It was one of my favorite, beans and frank. Do you know what that is?
I don't think so.
It's like baked beans with little hot dogs in them.
Yeah.
It is good. You had it when you were little. Some people call it pork and beans. Some people call it frank and beans, beans and frank. Some people call it beanie weenies. Whatever you want to call it. A lot of people like it, right? Mm-hmm. Hooray, I said. Hooray, hooray for beans and frank. Because this is my favorite kind of home cooking. I saw Nana smile. Well, we usually have a cook, but I gave her the night off, Nana said. After that, Nana poured milk into a beautiful sparkly glass. Ooh, Nana, these are your best crystal glasses, said Lucille, thrilled. I love expensive things, Lucille said. Me too. I love these expensive things too, I said. Only too bad for me, 'cause nobody told me that crystal glasses were very heavy. So when I went to pick up my glass, it slipped right out of my hands. Sounds like you. She drops everything. And it fell right on the floor and broke into a lot of pieces. Lucille's mouth came wide open. Oh no, you broke it. You broke Nana's crystal. Nana's face suddenly turned red and kind of got scrunchy. I'm sorry, Nana, I said real softly. Sorry I broke your crystal. Nana sucked in and out her cheeks and did a heavy sigh. Let's just try to be more careful, okay? She said. Okay. I bobbed my head up and down. We shall, I said. After that, I ate my beans and frank very carefully. Only pretty soon, my frank spilled right off my fork and landed on Nana's white tablecloth. Oh no, hollered Lucille. That's Nana's good linen tablecloth. She brought it all the way from Ireland. Nana's face was kind of twisty and puffy looking. I quickly pushed my plate away from me. My stomach felt like it was in tight knots. Yeah, only guess what? I'm really not that hungry anymore, and so I think I'll just sit here and not spill anything. I think. Nana cleaned up my mess with a wet cloth. After she finished, she brought us chocolate ice cream for dessert. Only too bad for me because a teeny plop of ice cream dropped right off my spoon and landed on the cushion in my chair. That's when I heard Nana do a big huffy breath. "You're a bit of a bull in a china shop, aren't you, dear?" she said. "Sorry, Nana. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry." I just kept saying sorry. Nana patted my hand, but was kind of stiff. "It's quite all right," she said, but it didn't sound like it was all right. After that, I got down from the table, and me and my friends went back to Lucille's room. And guess what? Things finally started getting fun, because Lucille said that we could play with games in her closet on the account of they weren't expensive at all. First we played Chutes and Ladders, then Twister, then Bingo, Chinese Checkers, Tic-Tac-Toe, Candyland, and we even played Let's All Spin in Circles Until We Get Real Dizzy and Fall Down. And guess what? I didn't break a thing. Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Just then, Nana knocked on Lucille's door. "All right, ladies, time for you to put on your pajamas." I danced all around the room, so happy. Hooray, hooray, hooray for pajamas. I brought my favorites. Quickly, I put them on. See, Nana? See how big and baggy they are? That's 'cause they're so comfortable. Nana's eyes looked down at me. "How charming," she said. Just then, Grace jumped right in front of me. "Look at mine, Nana. Look," she said. "See mine? My pajamas are neon green polka dot." "Oh, well, how colorful," Nana said. All of a sudden, Lucille popped right out of her big closet. "Ta-da! Look at me, everyone. I am wearing my most beautiful pink satin nightie. See how lovely I look? I look like a gorgeous model in this," she said. Lucille let me and Grace feel her silky material. "Ooh, how very smooth," I said. After that, me and Grace unrolled our sleeping bags on the floor, and Nana took the silk bedspread off of Lucille's bed. "Time to get your beauty sleep, Princess," she told Lucille. Then those two kissed and hugged each other goodnight, and then Nana shut our door. Only guess what? Lucille didn't get into her bed. She kept twirling all around in her pink satin nightgown. And here's the three of them. "This, ladies, this is how models twirl," she said. "They twirl so that you can see the front, and then they twirl so that you can see the back." And Lucille would not stop twirling. "See the front, see the back," she kept saying. Me and Grace got up on her bed to watch her twirl. Lucille's bed was super soft and cushy, so we kind of started bouncing up there. Lucille stopped twirling. "Hey, don't do that," she said. "That bed is for my beauty sleep only." I patted her head. "Yeah, only it's too bad we can't actually play up here, 'cause this mattress is a bouncy one," I said. And just then, Lucille's face did a sneaky smile. "Want to bounce?" she said. "Do you want to really bounce?" she asked. Then she tiptoed over to her bedroom door and stuck her head out and looked up and down the hall. "Come on," she whispered. "Follow me." Quickly, I grabbed Philip Johnny Bob and followed after Lucille and Grace. We tippy-toed all the way down the long hallway and around the corner. And then Lucille opened the door to a big guest bedroom. And there was a giant bed in that place. See it? You see how big that bed is? My Nana had it specially made in case we all have company. Tall company, that is. That's why it's so big. Lucille quickly shut the door after us. Come on, let's go, she said. So all of us ran to the big long bed as quick as we could. And we jumped and jumped and jumped on that thing. And as we jumped, we sang a song called Jump, Jump, Jumping on the Big Giant Bed. We sang and sang. Only too bad for me, because all of a sudden, I remembered something very important. And it was called, Mom and Dad said no jumping. So quickly, I got off the bed real fast. Hey guys, here's the problem. I'm not allowed to jump. Because my mom and dad said there would be no jumping, and so I promised them I wouldn't. So you guys should stop jumping too, okay? Because if I can't do it, y'all shouldn't do it, and that would only be polite. But Lucille and Grace didn't pay me any attention. And that is how I had to get back on the giant bed and shout in their face. Stop jumping! Stop, I said. I am not allowed to jump, and so you guys can't jump either. Grace sprung up way high in the air. Who's not jumping? Who's jumping? I'm not jumping. Then she giggled, I'm bouncing. And just then my whole face got happy. And I was so happy I hugged that girl and hugged her. 'Cause Mom and Dad didn't say I couldn't bounce. So I bounced and bounced and bounced and bounced, and I changed the song to Bouncing, Bouncing, Bouncing on the Big Giant Bed. I bounced until sweat was dripping off my head, and then I flopped back on the bed to rest. Oh, Lucille, this is the softest pillow ever. Well, of course it is, silly, said Lucille. My Nana has all her pillows handmade in Sweden. Quickly, I swung the big, fluffy pillow over to my friend Grace. Grace, feel this. Feel this pillow. It's crazy. But Grace didn't really see it coming. And so it hit her in the head. And I peeked up on her. Hey, I hope I didn't harm you. I didn't mean to. I really don't like hurting people. Are you all right, Grace? Hey, Grace, are you all right? And Grace gave me a teeny grin. And then she smiled big. And she knocked the pillow off her head, grabbed it, swung it around, and hit me. Oh, I said as it hit me right in the stomach. And then I laughed. And laughed. And laughed. And guess what? Big fluffy pillows don't hurt people. After that, I hit Lucille in the head with my fluffy pillow, and then I hit Grace again. And then they got their own fluffy pillows and started hitting me and each other. And before you know it, we were in the middle of a
Pillow fight.
Pillow fight. And we just kept hitting each other, and it was oh so fun. Only just then, we didn't realize it, but one of the pillows had ripped. And so the next time we hit each other with it, feathers started exploding out. There was a million bazillion floating feathers in the air. They filled the whole room practically. Lucille gasped, and then Grace gasped too. I just kept dancing and giggling. Hey! Let's change the song to snowing. It's snowing, it's snowing, it's snow. But before I could finish, the door opened up. It was Lucille's Nana. And she saw me holding the pillow that had exploded. My heart started pounding. Hello, how are you? I said in my sweetest voice. And here's the picture, guys. You see Junie's holding the pillow. Lucille's in the middle with a look on her face. Grace is hanging upside down on the bed, and there's the Nana. And look at Nana's face. Is she happy? Oh, no. And you can see all the feathers in the air floating down. Did you get to see it?
Oh, my goodness.
What a mess. How are you today? I said in my sweetest voice. I'm fine, except for, I guess I'm having a bit of a feather problem. I gave a nervous laugh. Nana walked very slowly towards me. And then she took the pillow out of my hands. She hid her face in it. And she did not come out for a very long time. Sounds like Junie's in trouble. Hey, let me ask you. If Mom and Dad said no jumping, is bouncing the same thing basically?
Yeah.
So should she have bounced?
No.
No. Good morning, preschool friends. How are you? Good. Good morning, preschool friends. How are you? Good. It's time to start our day. We're here to work and play. Good morning, preschool friends. How are you? Good. Good morning, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Mwah!